Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the end of August 2023. My name is Tanya, out here on the Mystic Road. Why the Mystic Road? I travel full-time in my RV and read tarot wherever I go. Right now I'm in Minnesota. That's where I'm from, my native state, if you will. And I'm just having a good time reading tarot for all of you. So let's see what's in store for Scorpio for the end of August 2023. This is going to cover August 15th through the 31st. And that period will have both a full moon and a new moon on the 16th. And in Central Time at least. Minnesota time. And a second full moon in the month of August. So that'll be at the end of the month, probably around the 30th. I have shuffled these a few times before I started. And that second full moon in a month, that's what's known as a blue moon. Little tiny bit of trivia for some that may not have known that. So let's see what the cards have for you for the remainder of August for Scorpio. We have the Six of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Cups. The Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. A lot of creative energy. So, some of you may know this, some may not, but I tend to read intuitively over traditional meanings for the cards. That's my first preference, or the first things that I usually come with. And so I don't know if some of you journal or just somehow work with the pen or a wand or like in an orchestra for some reason. That's coming up. A baton. There we go. Passing of the baton. Oh, so that's what I'm getting for Scorpio, kind of generally, just as a channeled message. A passing of the baton. Interesting. Let's see how this plays out. So we're starting out here with the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory, of taking the victory lap, of accepting the accolades, getting the trophy, the recognition, a celebration about your accomplishments and something that you did that is very sincerely delivered to you and that you need to very sincerely accept and recognize about yourself. You do deserve those accolades. You do deserve those compliments. You deserve the recognition. Try not to hide from it. Try to feel and not stifle that feeling of joy, of being proud in your work. Right? Don't try to be humble in this instance. Be proud of what you've done. Say thank you. And don't do thank you, but just say thank you. Okay? Something to work on. Something I've worked on and I'm still working on. So just say thank you. And then we come on to the Knight of Cups. For me, knights are generally, so they can be messengers. Usually for me, though, they represent a person just graduated from college. So they have all the knowledge, but they don't have a lot of experience yet, right? They think they know it all, but they haven't actually had that practical application of the knowledge yet, and what actually is possible and what isn't. And here I'm just drawn to to the corner here, the cup in the corner. Cups themselves they're a water element for one, which is very appropriate for you. And they're about intuition and emotions. Like the flow of emotions. So this could be you, especially if you have trouble accepting the accolades. This could be you learning how to do that and how that feels to accept that. This could also be someone else in your life. Maybe you actually have a child or a friend or someone that is a recent college graduate, or you are a recent college graduate. But it's about getting out there and getting the practical experience. So you could be mentoring someone. I think that was a theme for you for August anyway, maybe, if I'm recalling correctly. You could be the mentor or the mentee in this case, right? It could be that you're getting a promotion and you're learning about what the new rules are, or a new job that's higher paying. It's a leveling up. You are leveling up, or you're helping someone else level up. And you're a bit protective of it. I get a little bit of a protective vibe from this. It could be protective of your own self and your own emotions, where you're afraid to like fully release them and fully immerse yourself in them. But you don't need to fear that. So just be aware that you may have those moments over these next couple weeks. And it is okay to roll with those emotions. If you feel like you can't roll with it in that moment, acknowledge that they're there. Like, don't push them down all the way so that they come bursting out later. But acknowledge that they're there. Just take a moment with it. And then come back to it later. But acknowledge it in the moment. Be present with it. Feel it for just that moment. And then come back to it later if you can. But it's very important in this phase, it feels like, to be aware of your emotions as you're going through this. To feel that pride, to feel that joy, that feeling of acceptance, not just by others, but for yourself and of yourself. It's like you're learning how that feels, maybe for the first time for some of you. Or you're helping someone else navigate that same thing. And it could be both. This is a collective reading for all my Scorpios out there. So it could be that you're on either side. You've been through this before and now you're helping guide someone else. Or you are going through this, where you are exploring what is new to you, how to express and feel those emotions. And sometimes, for some of you, this could be true. Sometimes this guy's a flirt, right? King Cups is a flirt. He's always there with the rose. He's trying to get all that experience. He's full of emotions and ready to go, raring to go. That could be some of you too. So, or maybe that's who you need to be aware of. Somebody be coming at you just to flirt, have fun, have a good time. But they're not serious. So just be aware of that too. Although then we come here to the Two of Cups, which is about partnerships, a lot of time about relationships, romantic relationships. But it can also be just someone that you click with, that you have this real connection with. It could also be a business partner where you're forging a very successful business partnership with someone, or contracts, things where you're both getting something, you're both happy with it. It's a good card, a good card of connection. So maybe you're rolling with those feelings, those new feelings with you, and meet someone that you want to spend more time with, that you really click with. As part of, maybe it's at this celebration party for you, you hook up with somebody, and then you decide to explore it further. You never know. And I feel like for some of you, there's going to be a third person involved here somewhere. Maybe that has set you up on a blind date or is planning to set you up on a blind date. I was not expecting that out of this reading, but that's where we're at. Okay. Now we move on to the Page of Wands. Again, this is a younger person. Usually a messenger. Maybe they're trying to hook you up with someone they know. Possibly. A child trying to hook their parent up. Let me know if that's any of you. Page of Wands. So if the knight is just graduated from college and he has the knowledge, but he doesn't have any practical experience, the page is about to enter college, right? They're eager to learn. They're excited about all the new stuff out there. They're naive, that young feeling, that ever hopeful present thing. And wands are about fire, right? Active movement, passion, and creativity. And sometimes the pen is mightier than the sword. So I don't know if one of you maybe are writing a story. Maybe one of you are writing a romance novel. That could be the case here too. Just the pen is mightier than the sword. Interesting. So swords are an air element in the tarot. And with that coming up here with a wand and the pen being mightier than the sword, it's like passion overcoming logic, if you will. Going with that rush of passion, but not thinking about it too deeply. So you may be led more by your passion, by that feeling. You may be just going with the flow and enjoying what's there while you're there, present in the moment, and not thinking about it too much. I think they're encouraging you to do that, Scorpio. Try not to overthink things in this. Go with the flow. Enjoy the ride. And maybe even journal some about your feelings in here, especially if you've had trouble diving into the depths of your emotion, which is something Scorpio should be able to do very easily. And just write down and document how you're feeling through this process. Write down yourself what you're proud of every day, what you're taking a victory lap on for that day. It could just be taking a victory lap because here I am writing in my journal again today and I did it and I'm finished. Yahoo! Victory done. It could be as simple as that, right? That emotion, write about your emotions and things that came up that day. Put it out on paper. Just pour it out. Doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be perfect. It could be messy. It could be all gobbledygook. But getting it out and expressing it with a pen and paper. Acknowledging those feelings that are in there and letting them be. Giving them a place. Letting them express themselves so they don't stay held within your body. You want to express them. You want to set them free. And then we come here to the Queen of Wands. Now the Queen, again, we have wands, right? But the Queen is very experienced, very confident, very creative, passionate about whatever she's working on, very focused, can be very intense, and quick moving at the same time. It's almost, I want to say, still waters run deep. I don't know why I'm getting all these things for you, but still, well, makes sense for Scorpio though, doesn't it? Still waters run deep. So you may be hiding a little bit even from yourself, how passionate you are about something, how deeply you do feel about something, and how much you need to express it. Wands are about expressing those things, letting them out, setting them free, and being proud about it. Not cocky, but very proud. It's just a release. So there's something you need to release, and you're going to feel better about doing it. You're going to have a very sure way of doing it. You're going to have some sort of tools or whatever you want to call it in place for you by the end of this month that have helped you walk through and set something free in you and allow you to express yourself in a way that makes sense to you, that also can be felt by those around you. There's going to be like an easing of tension. So doing all this documenting, writing, exploring, expression of that emotion, allowing yourself to go with that flow, allowing yourself to acknowledge what's going on, allowing yourself to be proud of yourself, acts as a release for you. And it makes that come easier the next time. Don't overthink things. Just go with that flow. Ride that wave. Ride that wave of the emotions as they come. And be proud of yourself. Yes. So yeah, again, I'm going back to these. We have 2 people here. And maybe this is going to be like a long distance thing. Like a pen pal type relationship, or an online type relationship, or contract, communication, whatever it is. But getting deep into how you feel using the pen or using some method of communication, creative communication. Yeah. And it's going to be good stuff. I don't know, like spoken word poetry. It could be what you're writing or getting into or learning more about. Maybe you find a new artist you love, or someone, a local that does that, where there's an event or something like that. And it just, yeah, that could be it too. Maybe that's where you meet this other person. But getting up there, taking the stand, taking the accolades, the compliments. Now I'm starting to feel like I'm repeating myself, so I'm wrapping this up. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and please hit subscribe, or please subscribe, whichever way you want to term it. I don't know. Help me grow my channel. There, that's what I want to say, by hitting subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more also, or be notified when I post more, please hit the notify button. And enjoy the rest of your month. I'm proud of you.